you don't mind.
No, I'm just surprised you could find everything.
It's neat compared to my kitchen. It's not half as big, though. How'd you manage?
I eat out a lot. You make a nice cup of tea, Janice.
Jean.
Sorry, Jean.
Oh, what's in a name?
Why have you got your coat on? You should have switched the fire on.
I've got to go. Have you seen the time?
Stay and have some dinner.
This place is only built for one.
You could eat out. It's Saturday. We could go into town, have a bite to eat and look around.
I've stayed too long already.
Jean.
Look, I've got 3 kids at home, and none of them will dream of opening a tin or going down to the chippy. I've got to go, look. Maybe I'll see you again, eh?
Yeah, when? Where?
Probably at the next Grab a Granny night, eh?
You don't even know my name.
What's in a name? Look after yourself.
It's Gregory Jones.
What are you doing to me, Alan? There's blokes in there who'll think I've had my interview and now we're going for a pint to celebrate.
You're getting too sensitive in your old age, Bobby. Still, I hope I've made you see sense.
A few months ago, I was standing there with the lads on picket duty.
I know, shoulder to shoulder, all for one and one for all.
Not to be taken lightly, you know, Alan. We thought our future then was joining Maggie's ranks of the unemployed, which is our only growth industry, by the way.
And you did a good job.
Maybe. But not good enough. 200 of the lads who walked out of there didn't return.
Look, Bobby, you know as well as I do that was inevitable. But you and I and the management committee worked reasonably amicably together.
Apart from the strike, you mean?
Strike apart, we've both had the same aims.
And now you want me to join the management?
I just want you to give it careful consideration.
OK. I'll give it some thought.
Well, that's a start. No, Bobby, a foreman can probably do just as much for his men as a shop steward can. Try giving that some thought.
Yeah, but this wouldn't be an attempt to get me away from the unions, would it, Al?
Been reading too many paranoid articles in the left-wingers, Bobby. Anyway, you can always join the staff association. You won't find them much different. Overworked and underpaid, but they've got the patter off as well. Are you watching football this afternoon?
No, there's no match. I'm going to make a start on my garden.
Yes, so am I. So you see, we're not much different after all. What did I tell you?
Yeah, only I'll be using them. You've got a rotavator and all the gear, I bet.
No sweat and effort, same as you. Mind you, it isn't my sweat and effort. I just crack the whip against the surf's back.
You've missed a bit?
Where?
There?
Do you think you can do any better, Alan?
I'm better down here.
Why?
Because I have the keen eye, the organisational ability to direct you with tact and authority, tempered with discretion.
Plus the fact you're too heavy for these steps.
Ah, there's that as well.
Oops! It's all right for me to risk life and limb.
All right, you're all right, love.
Make your mind up. Do you want this ceiling painted? Or should I put the paintbrush in water?
I'm just making sure you don't fall off the steps.
You're just an incurable romantic. Why don't you go and borrow some decent ladders? Then would be twice as quick.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Unfortunately.
Why don't you go for a walk or something?
There isn't anywhere to go.
Could go to the library, join the computer club. Be an interest for you.
Did you say the new neighbour's a computer programmer?
Believe so. I'm going over there later. Do you want to come?
I'll see. What are you going over for?
He hasn't committed himself yet about the Ratepayers Association.
Oh, that.
You sound quite disapproving.
But I just don't see the need.
Of course there's a need.
I would have thought the council should be trusted, seeing as they're democratically elected.
It isn't a question of trust. It's a question of making our needs known and pointing out their shortcomings.
Does that mean you'd lobby every councillor on every issue your Rates Association felt strongly about?
If we had the facilities and the money, yes.
Well, wouldn't it be easier just to stand for election as a councillor, instead of taking the rebel cause?
I'm hardly a rebel.
Oh, I think the council's been elected because they want to do the best and help people. The Ratepayers Associations, by hindering the councillors, probably cost the ratepayers more in the long run.
Well, it isn't quite as straightforward as that. You'll understand when you get older.
I don't think it's that complicated, Mother.
Look, if you're not going out, will you at least let me get on with the cleaning? You could move out of the way.
Would you stand as Conservative or SDP?
Independent Ratepayers Association, of course.
I would have thought Tory. Brookside's Iron Lady.
I can just see your father following me around, waving to everyone during the election.
He's not unlike Dennis Thatcher when he wears glasses.
Only we have a son that won't get lost. Come on, move.
Man and spade in perfect harmony.
Hello, Jonah, lad. What brings you round here?
Just passing, Bob.
Just passing? Well, I might have known you'd know about it before me, mate. But to tell you the truth, I haven't had time to think about it. Anyway, thanks for coming round, lad. But what do you think I should do?
I'm a motivator.
No, I'm serious, Jonah.
So am I. You've cost a damn sight left in your hospital bed.
Come on, lad. Tell me what you really think. I was going to talk to you about it anyway. Only Sheila losing her job. Well, that's got to be a factor now.
What, patio? Raised lawn? Ornamental walls?
I think we better go in and have a drink, eh?
Right.
And wipe your feet.
Smells good.
Sheila left it for me. Yeah, didn't need to eat, Jonah, lad. There's plenty here.
No, I'm not so hungry, Bobby.
You've over with you, lad. This is real Scouse, this. Not to be confused with you. Compare your imitations.
So listen, what were you going on about out there?
The foreman's job. I reckon I stand a chance if I put in for it.
Oh, I get you now.
Why, you didn't know?
I thought all that fresh air had sent you daft.
What do you think?
It's up to you, Bobby. I reckon you'd make a good one.
I didn't expect that off you. Anyway, I'm sorry, Jonah, lad. I thought you had more to do than come round here on a Saturday, wondering what job I should take. A little bit arrogant, eh?
I think you'd make a better union convener than a foreman. That's because probably I want us to stay on the same side.
It's a compliment coming from you. Come on, lads. Let's sit down.
Do you ever sit down and wonder what's going to happen to you?
How do you mean, Jonah? Everybody does.
I got this letter a few weeks ago. I have to go to court.
Right, what have you been up to? Oh, hello, Alan.
Sorry to disturb you, Bobby.
That's all right, lads. What can I do for you?
Have you any step ladders I could borrow? I can just reach without, only my arms get tired.
I've got a pair. Sit yourself down.
Hello, Jonah. How are you?
Oh, great, Alan. Cheers.
Hey, you two know how to spend your day off. I'm decorating.
What I can.
Ah, that'd be grand, Bobby. Something smells good. Well, have you backed any more winners since that Saturday?
I haven't bothered.
You don't bother with the horses, do you, Alan?
Well, not betting. I do a bit of riding, though.
Bit big for a jockey, aren't you, mate? Look more like a rugger man to me.
Rugby league, not rugger. Cricket, bit of climbing, riding. It's a grand life. Cheers.
Yes.
Why did you buy it? If you've got no intention of sailing it.
Well, I might have a go on the lake or something.
How much you give for that boat, Alan?
150.
You were done.
No, it's worth more than that. Trailer's worth at least 50.
But you'll have to buy an outboard motor for it.
I suppose I will. Any going cheap at that place you park your boat?
Bath my boat. I'll have a look around for you.
Good scram this, Bobby.
Want a bit more, or had you better be getting back?
Well, that's right naively of you. I will have some more. Cheers.
These ladders be okay then, will they, Alan?
Oh, grand. I've got an old pair of steps, but Samantha's using them. And anyway, I don't think they'd take my weight.
Where's Samantha now?
Oh, she's carrying on with the decorating. She doesn't eat much. Has to keep a trim figure in her job.
Thanks again for the coffee.
Oh, there's plenty more.
I better go and find him.
He's probably over in the garage.
Yeah.
By the way, are you moving in, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind you asking. I don't know. I have my own flat. I think there's a lot to be said for that.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing like being independent.
That's right. Lovely close, though. Nice people.
Yeah, they're not a bad bunch. Tell me, has Annabelle said anything to Alan about joining the Ratepayers Association yet?
He hasn't said, but if you don't plan kicking a ball about in the freezing cold, I don't think he'd be very interested.
It's not a bad idea. Get some other kind of activity into it. Maybe bridge club, something like that.
Alan happens to be ace at bridge.
Does he really? Well, Heather and I used to play a bit. You should come over one evening.
Oh, well, I'm not very good.
You should practice. I expect Annabelle and Paul play as well.
Yes, they probably would. Must be off. Thanks again for the coffee.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I wouldn't mind coming with you sometime to that marina, Jonah.
Any time you want.
Yes.
Similar page. Hello, love. Come in.
Thanks. Hey, how long does it take to borrow some step ladders?
As long as it takes to eat an excellent plate of scouse.
Or two.
Is this man bothering you?
As a matter of fact, he is, love, yeah. Why does he belong to you, missus? We thought he was a stray, almost.
I'm coming now, love.
Ah, spoken like a married man, Alan. Is he practicing some?
Not that I know of. Best offer I've had came from Jonah.
You should have grabbed me then, kid. I'm poor again now.
Shame. Bet you wouldn't leave me stuck up a ladder.
I'd never leave you at all.
Come on, love. We don't want patchy painted plaster.
A poet. Bet he thought he was just a pretty face. Bye.
Bye-bye, love.
Thanks, Bobby, for the steps and the scran and the beer. Cheers.
Have you been drinking?
She's a nice kid, isn't she?
Yeah.
Anna noticed that you had a bit of a sparkle there, eh? So that can't be the problem.
So what's this all about, then?
It's Barbara, my ex-wife. She's taking me to court for a review of access.
Oh, I see.
I've got a bad feeling about it, Bob.
Never very clever going to court, is it? Mind you, I've only ever been to juvenile court with our Barry. So you come to talk, lad. So talk.
I think the world of my lad.
I know you do. He's a nice little kid.
Last time I seen him, he told me he had a new uncle.
Who is he? Barbara's not thinking of moving or anything, is she?
She tells me nothing. I pick Jason up, I take him back the next day. We say hello, mention the weather. Yes, he's been great. Goodbye and thank you.
When you're in court?
Monday.
Why didn't you tell me before now?
It's my problem. I shouldn't be here now, really. You've enough on your plate with your future.
What? Convener or foreman? They're luxury problems, aren't they, Jonah? So what can we do, lad?
I don't know if anything can be done. God, I just felt.
What?
Oh, it's soft.
What do you mean, for God's sake?
Lonely.
What's soft about that? I mean, that's what other people are for, isn't it? That's what friends are for. Don't you think if I was in your position, I'd come round to you? It's not being soft. Never known you like this. I mean, what happened to the old Jonah? The fella who would have flattened Kinsella every time he was out of order if he hadn't have been stopped. And the bloke who stood with me on the picket line, hey? Turning away 9-foot lorry drivers.
But you can see them. You can grab them by the neck and fight them. It's easy, that. You know you're right, and nobody's going to make you believe otherwise. But court, it's a different world.
No, it isn't. It's just wood-panelled, pinstriped, quiet and sober. But they're only people, Jonah, and what can they do to you?
I don't know. That's the fear of it. That's what's been waking me up at night, wondering what can be done to me. I went clubbing it last night. I put my suit on, few bob in my pocket. Sod it, I thought.
Probably the best thing you could have done.
I even scored. No Samantha. But
Oh, good luck to you.
then she left this morning. And I thought, what's the point? I tried to phone Barbara to see what was going on, but I couldn't get no answer. I'd have taken Jason this weekend if I could have found him.
Do you know anything about this new uncle's fella?
It's this bloke. Runs his own business. He's got a flash car. And he's white.
Yeah, well, what's that got to do with it?
Do me a favour. Don't treat me as though I'm thick.
I'm not. I mean it. Tell me what difference him being white makes.
She's white. If she stands up in court with him, they make a neat white couple. She could say it's in our Jason's best interest for me not to see him again.
Oh, keep it in proportion. It's only a review.
Yeah.
You could be in and out in 5 minutes with everything the same and no problems.
Or it's in the kid's best interest to live in a stable white home, in a nice house, on a nice estate.
You can't do that. You think the world of the kid thinks the world of you. You're his dad, no one can change that. But all this rubbish about being black and white, that's not like you.
It'd just be nice to see a black magistrate, a black judge, or one black MP.
You're happy to be here, though, aren't you?
I could be looking very glamorous on an exhibition stand, with a fixed smile as I hand out brochures to overweight, lecherous businessmen.
I thought today's job had been cancelled.
It has?
Well, I'm slightly overweight, slightly lecherous.
And almost a businessman.
Well, it's nice to know what you think of us at all these exhibitions.
Don't tell me your egos and stomachs get so inflated with gin and tonics that you don't know the truth of what we're thinking.
I don't know. I've known models and demonstrators throw themselves at blokes just at the mention of a merc or a jag.
Is that what you thought of me?
I thought, hello, she looks as though she could spread it about a bit.
You what?
Well, I thought she's tall enough to paint ceilings. Spread the paint about a bit.
I should leave you to paint your own ceiling.
Well, it's our ceiling.
What makes you say that?
Well, it will be eventually.
You're offering the ceiling as an incentive to unite our relationship.
And the chip pan.
What a romantic.
Well, I was going to put it more romantically. Hello, Annabelle.
Hello.
Come in.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Samantha. Oh, it's coming along nicely, isn't it? Well, I see I've called it a bad time.
No, that's all right. What can I do for you?
No, I'll come back. It was only about the Ratepayers Association.
Oh, well, to be honest, I haven't given it much thought. But I'll tell you what. If the association promises to help everybody with the decorating starting here, I'm in.
Well, we're a bit thin on the ground for members at the moment, so I'll mention it to Roger Huntington.
Well, I'll have a think about it, then I'll come and have a chat with you.
Great. Well, good luck with the decorating.
Cheers.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Oh, listen. Better get off, Bob. Let you do get on with the Percy throwers. Thanks for listening.
Listening's cheap, lad. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
There is something.
Go on then, shoot.
What are you doing on Monday morning?
Nothing I can't put off. Why do you want me to go down to court with you?
If you wouldn't mind. Just in case they need a character witness, you know.
You want me to tell lies for you, don't you?
Something like that.
That your solicitor's idea.
No, mine. Just wasn't my help.
Is that the normal procedure? Did he let you call a witness? What did he advise?
Who?
Your solicitor. Who have you got anyway?
I haven't bothered.
Jonah, lad, tell me you're kidding. Why haven't you got one?
Well, they're all the same, aren't they? They're only in it for the money. Parasites.
There's times that you are absolutely thick. They're absolutely essential. How do you think you're going to go on without one?
I'm going to go in there and just tell them like it is.
Oh, aye. Do you know what he'll do? He'll tear you up, lad, like toilet paper. People only defend themselves in the movies, lad. You've got to match a professional against a professional.
It just makes me see red paying a fortune to a bloke who's never done a day's work.
Jonah, this is a fact of life. You should have gone down to the Citizens Advice Bureau and got legal help. They'd have put you right. They're good at that sort of thing.
I was talking to Samantha earlier.
Oh, she's very nice, isn't she?
Yes, charming. She was telling me that Alan used to be a really good bridge player. That Heather and I play a bit. I was wondering if you did.
Oh, Paul and I used to be very keen. Perhaps we could get together one evening.
Well, that's what I had in mind.
Well, actually, Gordon and Lucy play as well. And I imagine at the moment Gordon would want to use his computer and Lucy would probably turn her nose up at it.
Oh, well, even so, it's a good idea. I suppose I ought to pop in and have a word with Alan, only I haven't really had a chance to talk to him since our quiet drink.
That was a good send-off you gave your parents. You settled back in Salford all right?
Oh, yes. And they did have a good time while they were here.
Good. You'll have a word with him now, then? Great. Bye.
I'm not enjoying this anymore.
5 seconds and then we're finished.
We've 2 more walls to do yet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Finished. Right, whatever you want to do.
How many cans of beer did you drink?
Oh, 17 or 18.
Full. So what are you going to do now you're living on your own?
Well, it's a lonely life, Sam.
Miss your mum's cooking, do you?
Well, men wasn't made to live alone.
What exactly are you saying? There's too much company in this place.
Hello, Alan.
Come in.
Thanks. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No, not at all. I hope you've brought your own paintbrush with you. We've none to spare.
He can have mine. Would you like some Bovril?
Ace.